What is going on, guys? We are back. Still continuing with the main quest. All that glisters, I believe it's called. Just on our way to see Ulrich, I think his name was. The hell was that? You know, I think it's funny. The last video, I thought this guy had actually killed Pebbles. It really upset me, but fortunately he didn't. Alright, I think we're in someone's garden here, so let me dismount. It's about to be dark. See, it's funny, he can hop over that one, but there's some he can't hop over. Okay, let's head in here. Okay, there he is.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the the other part?
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
Okay, cool. Talk to the master fresco painter. Okay. Sweet. Hope everyone had, or has had,
What the hell are you doing?
a great weekend. Where is he? Says he's in here. Let me get my torch out.
Got it.
What? Okay, here he is.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
I'm sorry, but I don't have time for it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna mess around with all that right now. Okay. So it looks like we're heading up this way. Do you know, I was actually, because I think The Walking Dead, the second half of season 8 just came out. I was watching that, episode 9, and you know, that show, it used to be one of my favorite shows, and it used to be so good, but you know, it's declined so much now. I think there was actually a petition to get the showrunner fired because he just fucked up the show so much. But you know, but it's quite sad, you know. It used to be a great show, but what they've done is they've actually deviated from the comics so much that it's just, yeah, you know, even the actors, it seems, just don't even want to be there anymore. But you know, whatever. Okay, so where are we going? In here?
My respects to you.
I'm looking for some quicksilver. Would you have any on hand?
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such trivial matters.
Fine, thank you.
You know, it's funny. He said go talk to the overseer, and that was completely useless.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
Nobody, I'm just asking.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to, it's that I can't.
Oh, okay. It looks like the only one I can do is be aggressive. I actually got that perk that shows their levels in speech checks as well, which is actually really useful. Saves you failing it the whole time. Okay.
Bollocks. Tell me this instant what you've done with the goods.
Nothing! And I'd advise you to calm down. We're on hallowed ground.
You're a fine one to speak of hallowed ground, a lying thief in monastic robes. What next? A whore dressed as a nun?
This is blasphemy!
I'll give you blasphemy. I'm sure you know what our Lord did to the money changers in the temple.
What do you mean? You're not going to hurt me, are you?
Tell me what's going on here and I won't have a reason to.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything about any counterfeiting.
For your sake, I hope that's true. Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon, directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was, without a crest, armed. He called himself Sir JEZHEK, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery, that they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing, I mean before then.
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So let's keep it moving. You know what? Before we do anything, can I I'm going to sleep because it's night. Yeah, it's night and I can't see anything, and it just makes things a lot easier on me to sleep to the day. But you know, let me know in the comments or anything that if you you know, if you're a fan of The Walking Dead or what TV series or movies you enjoy, you know. You know, Game of Thrones even. Yeah, I heard that's not back till 2019. That kind of sucks. As long as I get my health up to 100, you know, that'll be fine. Okay, get up. Let's keep it moving. Blessed daylight.
What is it?
I'm trying to get past you, dude. You know, you got to. I get stuck on the stairs all the time because there's always, you know, we're always piling on there. So it's over here. Pebbles. You and me are about to embark on another adventure. I don't know if it's my age, but I just can't. I can't seem to talk anymore. I just don't know why that. I'll say something, and it just won't. It won't come out the way I said it. Why am I always getting stuck in this damn garden? You know, I'm still having trouble with the horse controls. Like, I love Pebbles, man. He's my buddy, you know. He's never let me down. Although saying that, he does get stuck on a lot of fences. But then so did Roach from The Witcher. That's just the way it is, I guess. Okay. Let's get off here. I guess we're heading here. Well, what the hell happened? No, it looks like... Whoa! I will try. They do walk into you a lot. So there's
What the hell are you doing?
Tobias Pfeiffer. Let me see my ejectors real quick. What the hell? Oh, look at this. Okay, here it is.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
How does life in Rat Eye suit you?
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in. But then they just left us to fend for ourselves. Nobody gives a damn about us.
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapata.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here.
Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard. Master engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
Okay, cool. Right, so let's crack on. You know, there has been some variety in quests, but a lot of the time it is kind of wandering around and talking to people. Let me check the quest log. Check out the engraving workshop. Okay, Pebbles. Wait, what? What are you doing over there? Okay, let me... Let's go up this way. So I guess we're heading back to the monastery. At least they're not too far away from each other. But I'm actually getting antsy for a new TV series at the moment. There hasn't been one that's really stood out lately. I mean, as of yet this year, except for Altered Carbon. Altered Carbon was very good. I really enjoyed that. Just waiting for Game of Thrones to come back, I guess. Okay, so where are we going? I think I've gone too far. Yeah, it's actually back here. Oh my goodness. What the hell? What? Was Pebbles just skating? Pebbles is a horse of many talents. That was bad when I thought he died. That Ulrich guy killed him. That wouldn't have been a bad day. I might have just rage quit right there and just stopped the game. Torch. Okay, is he above me? There's someone here. Master Jerome, yeah, I think this is the guy.
God be with you.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague. Or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. As though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bathmaid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
Man, there is a lot of dialogue. Okay. So we just got a lot of objectives just popped up there. So wait, is it in here? There's something down here.
What is it?
Florian. You know, we can't swim in this game, which sucks, because I think it's across the way there. Okay, let's head to this bridge. I'm just gonna keep my torch out for the time. What the hell was that? It looked like lightning, but I don't think it was. I think it was a glitch. Oh, Pebbles, I need you. Every game needs a Pebbles. Yeah, I don't know how much we've got left of this game. We're quite far. I mean, it's got to have been at least 20 hours into the campaign now, so I don't know how long we have left, but what I'm going to do is, towards the end, I'm going to try my best to make the videos a lot longer.
I hear you're at odds with apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain. and if they don't, their relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
Okay. Before we get too mixed up in that, is there anywhere to... No, okay. Alright, let's head up this way. Man, this has been a long quest. It's... I so wanted to try and get, like, at least do a quest video, but it's tough, man, because some of these quests are super long. And then with videos, man, I sometimes I have to do shorter videos, but... Well, that's not her. No, that's not him.
What are you doing?
Okay, well, this must be the baker, but let me eat from this pot real quick. Oh, okay. Okay. Right. So I'm guessing he's behind that lockpick door. Right. Okay. Let's see the objectives real quick. Wrong one. Talk to Florian. Find out who Sasso works with copper. Wait a minute. That's the guy, isn't it? Let's talk to him.
Are you Rapiter by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well, I don't have much time right now. I'd best be off.
It'll only take a moment.
All right then. What do you want?
I know you buy quicksilver for those counterfeiters.
It seems there's no point making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course, of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
Find Rapiter.
No, I give up.
What?
So, are you ready to talk?
I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both going to have too many other problems.
It's in the Skullet's mines.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Sir JEZHEK of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir JEZHEK led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir JEZHEK got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir JEZHEK?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir JEZHEK than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now. I've betrayed him.
So who's Sir JEZHEK working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir JEZHEK was on speaking terms with various lordships.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
Well, in the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I'd prefer you just kill me here and now.
Oh shit. But won't they come after me if I do this?
An honourable death? No chance. It's the dungeons for you, and the sort of punishment a counterfeiter deserves. Don't worry. In time, you'll be glad of the gallows.
Okay, so just teleports you to the jail, I guess.
Hey, be a bit more careful.
I didn't know what to do there, man. Part of me wanted to kill him because, but then I don't know. I figured they'd come after me if they just saw me kill a guy in the street. So, you know, we make our decisions and stick to them. Okay, so what are we doing now? Secure Ulrich's help. Oh, well, that will certainly be something we want to do. Find the entrance. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want to secure his help. Pebbles, come here a second. I'm not going to make it across that. Well, Pebbles isn't, but I'm going to try. See, what was the point in that? Oh my god. Okay, back to Pebbles. Okay. Yeah, I noticed I failed some objectives back there. It's this game, man. It's sometimes it's impossible not to. Well, I mean, if you've played it before and you're replaying it or something, then I guess you could, because you know, then you can try your best to pass every objective. But things just happen sometimes. I just saw that guy, Rapota.
Hey, he's here again. Well, I never. Henry.
So, but it was, what was it? It was talk to Flora. You know, we don't need to do all that. I think he's here. Let's sit down.
I finally found out where the Forger's workshop is. Master Fayfar was right. The Forgers are sticking close to the supply source. Their workshop is somewhere in the mines. The entrance is on the eastern side of the hill. I've no idea what to expect there, but I'd rather go there with some backup.
I will be glad to give it. Lead on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's definitely go with some backup. Let's get my sword out. I think it just teleported us there, which is... You know what? To play it safe... Oh shit. I can't. I was actually going to save it, but... Well, he seems to know where he's going, so let's follow him. Find the entrance to the mine shaft in the skeletons.
What
Find
are
the
you doing here? Tired of life, are you? Hey.
Ooh. Okay.
Hey, all of you! Is that all you've got? Raise the alarm! You're dead. Hello!
What?
What's the matter? Come on!
Oh god.
Over here. Go ahead and gather your strength.
Oh come on, man.
You'll need it.
Oh god.
Gonna weaken the knees.
That's one down. Stop going behind me, man, for fuck's sake.
Come dear. That hurt.
Two down. Okay. Oh god.
Take that.
Jesus Christ. Is my guy actually gonna help me? Oh my goodness. Turn around. I'm running back this way. Oh my goodness.
Bring it on.
You're going to cry now.
God. I'll kill you. I'll fucking kill you.
Oh god. Stop doing that, man. Oh my goodness. If I die here, I'm gonna be so pissed off.
All right, enough. I
Got him.
You hear?
Nice. Let him go,
You're not going
disarmed.
anywhere armed. Leave your weapon on the ground and get lost.
If you insist.
Woo! Man. I always get worried with stalwart. Tell you what, Ulrich better not have died. What do we got here? Torch out. Man, how deep are we going? Where is Ulrich? Oh god. I can hear some voices. I have no idea. There's Ulrich.
Jesus Christ. Who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir JEZHEK Kabila.
And who's he?
That's no concern of yours.
I'm sure we could come to some sort of agreement. I have plenty of coin.
We can come to an agreement that you'll keep your mouth shut. Please, don't take this personally.
Wait!
What? Do you want to do it? Be my guest. It gives me no pleasure.
You can't kill him. I have orders to take him to Ratai.
That is unfortunate. I have orders to kill everyone involved in this business.
You can't do that!
I have no choice, as you are aware.
Oh god, please don't say we have to fight him again.
Why do you want to kill him? He may have valuable information.
For that exact reason. My master does not wish this man to fall into the wrong hands, especially those of JEZHEK Kabila.
You can tell your lord the man is dead. He'll never find out.
But he will. Or do you think you can lock this man away from sight until Judgment Day?
Why not?
Do not be naive, boy. Look around you. This land swarms with rats and snakes, especially now. There is no secret that is not for sale. If I let you have him, my own head will be on a spike before the month is out.
You don't have to go back to the Rosenbergs.
How do you know about the Rosenbergs?
Master Fafar recognized the writing on your letter of passage.
Just as I said, there is nothing safe from prying eyes in this land. And where would you suggest I go?
Into Sir JEZHEK's service. He needs people like you.
I serve Kabila. Out of the question. If he learned of all that I did for the Rosenbergs, he would hang me from the nearest tree. But you are right, I do not have to return to the Rosenbergs. In fact, I cannot.
Why not?
I am a knight without a crest, without allegiance. No one was meant to know whom I serve. If the Rosenbergs hear that I have been found out, they will see to it I vanish. They cannot afford to be associated with me.
Where will you go then?
Where the road takes me, as I have many times before. Farewell, Henry.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Woo! I'm glad we didn't have to fight him. I didn't want to kill him, but yeah.
Please, please. I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement.
You can talk all you like, but not here and not to me. Let's go. Let's go. Master Fafar is very keen to meet you.
Good work, Henry.
Thank you, Master Fayfar. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rate. In the meantime, Sir JEZHEK will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Ratai then.
Okay, cool. Well, I think for the moment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it there and see you in the next video. Cool. If anyone watches this, cheers for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next. Cheers. Bye-bye for now.